All right. Welcome back, everyone, to Awesome Parents Podcast. Today, we're joined by Daniel Durany, an autism advocate, public speaker, and community leader. Daniel holds degrees from Texas Christian University and Texas A&M Commerce and has dedicated years to supporting the autism community through organizations like FEAT and by founding a local adult autism support group. He shares his personal journey navigating schools, college, and employment as an autistic individual, helping families, educators, and professionals better understand and support neurodivergent individuals. Outside of his advocacy work, Daniel is an accomplished sports official and made history as the first person with autism to umpire an NCAA Division One. Is that what it is? NCAA Division One softball game. Okay, I wanted to make sure I got that correct. Thank you, Daniel. So, welcome to the podcast. I really appreciate you taking the time to give us a little insight about your life and kind of let us know how your journey has been. I will tell you, I have an 18-year-old autistic son. He was just diagnosed last year. He just graduated on Friday. And I am very interested to hear about your journey on a personal level, just so you know. So we have a couple questions for you. And my first one is, can you share a little bit about your autism journey and how receiving your diagnosis impacted your life?
I was diagnosed at the age of 25 years old. I was nonverbal until the age of 4. I feel like my journey with autism reminds me in the Bible verse in 2 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 17 about the old being gone and about the new coming and about being a new person in Christ. I felt like I became a new person when I got diagnosed with autism. And I looked at the scoreboard as 0 to 0 after I got diagnosed, and I tried to learn and pick up the pieces from there and build myself up after I got diagnosed with autism.
Okay. So for you, you felt like, did it give you a sense of better understanding of maybe some of your mannerisms or certain ways that you interact with other people?
I understood myself a lot better.
Okay.
I was glad I had an answer to work with, and I didn't have to make excuses for myself, and could work on myself and be the best advocate possible for myself and others around me.
I think ideally that's what every parent is looking for, right? For you guys to be able to advocate for yourself. But now you had a little medical background behind it. So I completely understand that. So for you, like looking back onto your childhood, what do you wish the adults around you had understood better about autism?
I wish they understood how much masking is going on with autism, how much we have to cooperate with the society, how to be molded into society, fit into a neurotypical world, and how much masking is involved in it to just cooperate, whether it be sustaining employment, whether not being in trouble in school, whether interacting with other people on a day-to-day basis. Now, is masking necessarily bad? No, because if it's done in moderation, I think it's okay. But when it's on a constant basis, there's an issue.
Do
So
you feel like as a kid you had to mask a lot?
I had to mask a little bit more in school so I didn't get in trouble in school. Yes.
When you were in school, what are some of the things that you would get in trouble for?
Talking out of turn.
Okay. Did you ever, so my son, he'll talk out of turn, but he figured out that by bringing it to a different subject or maybe elongating the conversation, class would go into a different direction and he maybe wouldn't have to pay attention so much. Does that sound like, or was it just every time you felt like you wanted to speak, you just impulsively spoke?
I just more impulsively spoke.
Okay. I know that everybody's all different. I'm trying to get a better an understanding of how it all functions. I think I'm probably undiagnosed just from I see a lot of things that my son does I see in myself, which you're supposed to because I'm his parent, but I think there's a lot of things
Yeah.
that he gets from me. What are some of the biggest challenges and successes that you experience transitioning into adulthood?
My biggest challenge is sustaining employment. I think sustaining employment is the hardest thing because you got to get up and do it again time after time after time. My biggest success is being able to support myself and be in a marriage of 11 years right now with 2 kids. So
Congratulations.
that's thank you.
You're
So
welcome.
that is my success, but the challenge is sustaining employment because it's been really, really hard navigate. I mean, I'm able to understand myself in navigating employment in a lot of aspects, but sustaining is probably the toughest part of my journey with autism.
Okay. What do you think one of your challenges is when you say that when it comes to is it just the everyday routine that gets to be redundant or what is it for you?
I think it's the everyday you have to get up and bring in your maximum effort every single time. I think that's what's hard, and you have to be resilient and tough minded and just persevere in order to make a living for your family.
Takes a lot of energy out of you,
Takes a
doesn't it?
lot out of you, yes.
Okay. I completely understand that. Completely. So, what advice would you give some parents who are preparing their autistic children for adult life, like myself?
Don't expect the school districts, don't expect the government to advocate for you. You've got to advocate for yourself. You've got to start transitioning your child into adulthood by the time they're 5 or 6 years old.
And when you say that, you mean like be able to do things independently or speak up for themselves or
Speak up, do things independently.
okay,
Yes.
okay, okay. I definitely mine's is he's a little blunt when he speaks to people. He can advocate for himself, but I think because of his height and his size, it becomes intimidating for people at times. They don't want to actually listen to what he's saying, but he makes sense majority of the time. He really does. So that's okay. Um, so we already spoke about that. We'll switch that one. What strength do autistic individuals bring to the workplace that employers often overlook?
Their attention to details, they bring a different perspective on life. They they are actually reliable in coming to work. They really are. And I know that is a skill to be reliable, to come to work and be a team player and try to get the job done. That's some
That
of the
is
strengths I see.
okay. That's those are a lot of good strengths. A lot of them. What inspired you to become an advocate and public speaker?
I got an opportunity to speak one day when I was able to start the support group back home in Fort Worth, and they gave me my first opportunity. Feet did, and that's how I got my opportunity to speak. And I advocated for other people and myself because I didn't want to see other people go through the same struggles as I did. I didn't want them to have to go through the pain of being turned down by women or get rejected in job offers or get let go time after time after time. I didn't want them to go through the same suffering as I had to go through.
I think that definitely empowers you to make sure that you speak loud enough for everybody to hear you. And we don't want everybody to you don't want to be treated differently, but at the same time, people do need to adjust the same way I feel autistic people mask. Maybe others should unmask, and it shouldn't. Something shouldn't be so standard. Um, I definitely agree with you. Definitely agree with you on that. And you brought up some dating. So, what have you learned about dating relationships? You've been married for 11 years and social connections as an autistic adult.
I have learned how to not be so rigid in the standards I want when I wanted a wife. That was one of the things I learned. I learned how to branch out from my favorite subject, which is sports.
Okay.
So I used other subjects involved to blend in with sports
Okay.
in my conversations with people, especially with my wife, to get my point across on certain things. And she uses branching out and non-branching out. And use this teaching thing when I'm public speaking to other people, because we try to get these people who speak on this specific topic, people on the spectrum, and we try to get them to change gears or change the topic or completely not talk about their favorite subject all the time. But
Okay.
instead, we should encourage it while branching out with other topics involved, and that gets other people interested as well.
Very true. That is smart. That is smart. Where did you meet your wife? Can I get a little like where? How did you get to a public setting where you were able to put yourself in that situation?
I met her at a dating website, and then
Okay.
our first date was at a Major League Baseball game.
Awesome.
I
Is she
had
into sports?
tickets, and I was she enjoys sports. She enjoys baseball.
Okay.
She enjoys it, so it wasn't a bad. It wasn't. I was trying to get rid of the tickets, and I never could get rid of it. So I had a ticket, and I was like, "Okay, you want to go?" And she wanted to go, and
You couldn't
the
get rid of
rest
it
is
for a
history.
reason. It was for her. That was her ticket.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. Now, is your wife diagnosed as well or no?
No, she's
Okay.
not.
Okay. All right. So I need to get my son on a dating website, is what I heard. Like, I'm trying to, I kind of want to do like a teen center thing for the kids out here where it's not really teens because they're adults, but maybe like young adults where they can get together, but I don't want to make him uncomfortable at the same time. So
Where are you from?
I'm in Connecticut.
Connecticut?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're up here. So I would just, because I know when I grew up, I loved going to like teen centers, and that was, we met a lot more people offline,
Hmm.
my day and age. And now the kids meet everybody online. So he has gamer friends, but I'm like, when is he going to find like a woman? And when is he going to, find that one? When you were growing up, did you have like one friend that you, or like a family member that you were attached to, or?
I had a guy friend, a childhood friend for many years, but he was much younger than me.
Okay.
But he was, but his mother was my godmother,
Okay.
so she meant a lot to me, and that was the one person I could trust
Okay.
and rely on and be around and just be myself.
And that's a big factor as well.
Absolutely.
Do you have siblings?
I have two sisters.
Okay. Older, younger?
They're much younger. They're five
Okay.
and 7 years younger than me.
Okay. Okay. Because my Evan, I have 8 kids in total, and he's my third child. So he
Eight
has some.
kids.
Yep. So he has
Okay.
some above him. He has some below him. But we're pretty much
Okay.
like his line of communication is, and he has a friend. Thank goodness he has one friend. But I don't see them together that I feel is often enough. But I guess he feels it's okay. So I just have to leave him alone. Yeah. And for you, how old are your children?
I have a 6-year-old and a 7-month-old.
Oh, okay. So you have a new baby.
I have a baby.
And you as an autistic adult, now parent, how do you feel? I don't want to say how do you feel you're doing, but how's it going? Like, how's it going for you? I know it gets overstimulating.
There's a It's one thing to executive function for yourself and what you need to get done, but I'm finding out executive functioning for somebody else is hard.
Okay.
And what I mean by that is there was a day a couple weeks ago I forgot to bring the diaper bag with me to my parents. They were going to take care of them because I had to go to work.
Yep.
And I forgot to bring the bottles and the diaper and the wipes. I left all of it in the kitchen at
Yep.
home. And now I have to learn how to executive function for somebody else.
Yes.
And that was hard.
Yes. Have you found that you got yourself into like a routine? Probably for the 7-month-old, but more for the 6-year-old. You have like a routine that you go through, or what has made it easier for you?
I think one of the things that I could do more often with my kids is to write down what I need to get done and put it on paper or put it on a notepad through my phone that I
Right.
need to get this done, this done, this done.
Yes. For you, do you have like ADD or ADHD as well, or just
I have ADHD, and a lot of folks on the spectrum have comorbidity where there are multiple issues going on. So for me, I have ADHD, but I find the will and the way to get it done still. I try to do self determination.
okay? I think writing things down for myself helps me with my ADHD. And I also notice when I do like housework around the house, chores, I'll start somewhere, I'll end up somewhere, I'll end up somewhere else. But I feel accomplished as long as I made it back to the first step. And I didn't realize everybody doesn't do multiple things at one time, but I thought everybody did that. So writing stuff down definitely helps.
Absolutely.
Yes, it saves a life.
Yes, it does.
Yes. And where are you? You're in Texas, right? You're in Texas. It's
I'm
got
in
hot out
Texas.
there.
It is muggy right now.
Yes. What is your weather looking like?
Probably in the 90s right now, and it's 6:52 right now.
Yeah, you are sweltering. When does it start to cool down? I've never been that way.
I'm in shorts in November around Thanksgiving still.
Oh, you're lucky. We're not enjoying it like that up here. I wish. By November, we're like booted up to our necks and turtlenecks and fuzzy socks, and November's freezing. November's absolutely cold. So I guess my question would be if you could share one message with parents, caregivers, and autistic individuals listening today, what would it be?
I'll say what I said earlier. You have to advocate for yourself. Do not expect school districts. Do not expect a government agency. Do not expect employment agencies to advocate for you. You've got to advocate for yourself. How does that happen? Attending conferences, reading stuff on books, listening to it on YouTube. Those are examples of advocating for yourself.
Now, growing up, did your parents must have advocated a lot for you, huh?
My mother advocated for me a lot. Yes. And I've now learned how to advocate for myself and
Do you feel
to
it's a little? Do you struggle with advocating for yourself sometimes?
do I struggle? I struggle with the government agency because I'm going through a government agency to get my teaching certification,
Okay, awesome.
and I am trying to learn how to find out what can they do for me and what can they not do for me.
Okay.
And I sometimes have a hard time, and I like to be in constant communication with them, and they want to communicate every couple weeks with me. In school, you can ask for an ARD meeting every week if you want. Every
Yes,
week. If you want,
I've asked for a lot of meetings. Oh yeah.
you can ask for an ARD meeting every week, and it's legal.
Yep.
With the government agency, it's a different animal. They want to be in communication with you every couple weeks,
You really don't know
so
what's going on.
you have to keep everything going on, and they're not organized. They're not competent. They might know government policies, but do they really understand you for your autism? No.
Okay.
That's where you've got to educate them and get them to understand.
And do you feel like they listen, or they're not there?
This lady, it's unknown still, to be fair with you, fair with you.
Okay.
It's unknown. I've tried to learn to advocate for myself and be persevering,
Okay.
because I don't expect her to know a whole lot, but I need to educate her a little bit more, probably, on certain things, a little bit, just to help her out.
I think it would help. I used to tell, I've had a few teachers that maybe had um, a disagreement with my son, and I had to tell them, like, I have to teach you how to teach him. There's certain ways to talk to him. Like, my son needs everything to be explained to him. So I'm sure for you, it just makes you feel a little better to know what's going on with the process, and instead of being brushed off.
Yeah, sometimes with my wife, I have to have her explain things to me, like what she has expectations of, let's say, what needs to be done with around the house,
Yes.
and what she needs cleaned up, and
Is
what
it
chore,
easier for
more
you if she
chores
tells
days.
you specifically what she needs, just so that you don't miss anything?
I sometimes need specifically, because
Okay.
if I miss a detail, then I get
Off track.
if I miss a detail, then she might be upset.
Yep.
So an
Like,
example could be something as such as getting her Coke Zero. Well, at 7-Eleven. Well, I know that she likes styrofoam cups,
okay.
but sometimes they don't have styrofoam cups. So I know she doesn't like bottles. It's like a last resort, getting a bottle.
Okay.
But sometimes the 7-Eleven, when you go get a styrofoam cup, they don't even have Coke Zero. So I have to go to my last option, and then I have to explain it to her and say, this is what happened at 7-Eleven.
So
And
what was your last option end up being? A paper cup, or what do you end up
a
getting? The bottle?
bottle,
The bottle. Okay.
the bottle,
Okay.
or she wants Reese's cups, but does she want small cups or large cups? Those are the things. No, I mean, because she likes I know with Coke Zero, she likes it in a certain way,
Yes.
and there are different, and each 7-Eleven, there's like 3 7-Elevens within 3 miles of each other at
Oh
home.
goodness.
So I don't know which 7-Eleven is going to have what and what
Yep.
needs they have.
Nope. So you're just going in there, just looking.
I'm just going in there looking, hoping.
That's it. Okay. Well, I
But
think that's a struggle every
she
husband has.
but I try to work with her, and she does a good job of understanding me in that situation.
Okay.
She does a really good job being patient with me, and that's why I love her for her.
And that's why she loves you for you, which is amazing. You give me
Mm-hmm.
hope that my son will, all he wants is a family. He wants to go to work, he wants a family, and he wants to have a kid. And I want that for him so bad. I want it so bad. I wish I could give it to him, but I know I can't. He has to do it. But you give me lots of hope. Just know that you're giving lots of people hope. There's a lot of
Thank
us
you.
where we are coming from. Yeah, we're coming from a place of just protection. I feel like that's where I come from often, is a place of protection, where I'm just fearful for him to be in the whole world. So, like, to be able to see you and you're functioning and everything's okay, like, I just hope he's okay at the end of the day. Like, that's all I want for him. So you definitely give lots of us hope. Like, there's like, the world is so cruel.
The
The
world
world
is very cruel.
so cruel. So I'm happy that you found somebody. Like, it definitely like, these are happy tears, I promise. I want him to have it so bad. Like, that I can taste it. Like, he deserves it. He's just the sweetest kid. And I just need somebody to understand him. So the fact that you found somebody, and it's just going to be great. Like, I'm just going to be patient. That's all I'm taking. I'm just going to be patient.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely good. My cousin thought we would be great to talk together, because I think I'm very worried. I'm very worried how the world treats people that they want to consider to be different when in my mind nobody's truthfully ever really normal. There's no such thing as normal. um we're all ourselves, we're all different in our own unique way, and I think that's what makes us beautiful. So I really really appreciate you taking the time to just to give me some hope. Like that's what I really needed. I really definitely needed that today. And I'm pretty sure there's a lot more parents that are going to watch this and are really going to take a lot from it because we need it. We need it. You feel alone often. And to know that you can function so well and you have your babies and you're learning them and you're learning the struggle we all learn, you know. I have 8 of them, so I've had to learn the struggle 8 different times of their personalities or everything else that they need. But it's great. It's really wonderful. Um, I don't know if he's ready for dating apps, but at least I know that it's an option out there. Like at least I know. I just can't wait. I really thank you so much for you
You're
coming on
welcome.
here and taking the time with me and talking and really grateful for your time. I know that you're hot. I know it's sweltering out there. So I'll end this, but I really wanted to thank you. Thank you so much, Daniel, because this was wonderful.
Thank you, Shalise.
Let's just put on a little outro.